So the battery went on the GoPro. What? You know when a chicken dinner? Okay. The battery's gone on my GoPro, so I just thought I'd do a little update on how we're doing. We've managed to get a lot of the floor up now on pretty much half of the living space on the boat. Got to the base plate. It's really wet by watch my step. It's really wet by the radiator, and there's signs of it leaking on that T there, but it was wet. I mean, there's not tons of rust anyway. It's not completely disastrous, but I'm glad we got it up because it stinks of damp, and also the shower would have been pumping water by the look of it all the way down the boat. I think that's what that build up is, because the shower was going down towards that part of the boat. It's listing that way anyway, so I reckon it was just going and going and going. So now what we're doing is we're pretty much building not the Great Wall of China, we're building the Great Wall of Chin. Just out there, there's Shell. Hello. So we're building the Great Wall of Chin. Hello. And the dogs are supervising as well. So the Great Wall of Chin is in progress. Who knows how big it will be. Oh, there's a washing machine there we're trying to get rid of. There's all the wood that we managed to get out. We've got quite a good moor in there. We've got quite a big workshop, and it's all sheltered as well, so it's pretty cool. And there's the process of what we're doing. Hopefully Shell will get it in a sec. Shell, it's heavy.
Sorry, I'm just telling her.
Those bricks weigh a ton. But yeah, they're all covered in tons of like damp and rubbish. I don't know, but this is what we've been doing for the last however how long. I don't know. Hour maybe. Just one after the other. Yeah, this is. I think this is where the water's gone towards the end of the boat.
Yeah, really smell the damp on these bricks.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they should air out all right there, shouldn't they? No. So yeah, it looks like it's getting rustier this way. See how we get on anyway. I better turn this off because I can't concentrate and I'm doing less bricks at a time. So anyway, fingers crossed. This won't take too long. Back again for some more canal boat renovations. Hello. So the vactan has done alright. Pretty pleased with that. So I'm going to red oxide it today. So you'll be seeing mostly my bum shuffling its way down along here, painting all of that surface. So we'll get a coat on ready for the bitumen then. That's today. So on top of the vactan, I'm going to use Rustin's red oxide. So it's a metal primer. What I'm going to put on before the bitumen spray, and the instructions say to stir it well, very well. It says it on the lid, it says it on the instructions, and then as I've come to stir it, I've just got an old piece of wood. I've noticed that it's really clumpy, like glue, all at the bottom. So I'm hoping that after about a good few minutes of stirring, it should bring things back to normal with the primer. It is really gooey at the bottom, look. So make sure, as it says, to give it a good stir before you start. So I've got a plastic tub that should hold some of the red oxide in. I'm not going to put the brush directly into the tin. There's still some bits and bobs that's coming off and onto the brush, so instead of getting it back in the tin, I'm just using a separate container, and I'll be able to keep the paint that's in the tin nice and clean and hopefully keep it well separated. So it seems to be going on pretty well. I've got on the fourth one. Rightio, so all of the paint has been applied to the base plate now. So this is red oxide. It says to stir well beforehand, and you really have to because it's so thick at the bottom and so thin at the top. I still don't quite feel like I stirred it enough, but I was stirring it for absolutely ages, like 10 minutes. But I got it as thick as it could go. As I started to work down, further down the can, it was getting thicker. But yeah, it's down. It's spread well. It was okay. Seems to be alright with bits of dust as well. It was going over that alright. I mean, I did clean it as much as I could, but as I've said before, with some of the cobwebs on the pipes, and sometimes it drops down the side walls, you just can't always help it. But I'm really pleased with how it's come up. Actually, it's done alright. I've used over half a tin, so if I go against that rule, and if we take out the water tank, and there's probably a little bit more on that half, then I'm probably going to need another litre, I'd say. So the plan, I've been thinking about it when I was talking to Shell as well at lunch. I'm going to obviously let this dry, black it tomorrow. In fact, it won't be tomorrow. I've got a meeting tomorrow, and probably won't be Wednesday neither, the way it's going. So it might be Thursday before I can get at it. So I'm going to black it Thursday. Then on the Friday, those bricks at the front, I'm going to put down here on the first 3 or 4 rows, however far that spreads, because that stuff didn't stink of damp at all. They're quite clean, even though they've got a bits of rust at the bottom. What I'll do is I'll just turn them rust end up, so that's facing the blacked wooden boards that are on the subfloor, and then the new part of the brick will be on the base plate. I could probably put something down, but I don't want it to sweat or condensate at all. So I'll put the bricks on the first few rows, maybe 3 or 4 rows, and then after that my plan will be then to start moving some of this stuff onto the bricked area, just so I can move it out the way and clear the area. As I mentioned before in a previous video, I don't want to pay 2 deliveries for the chipboard for the flooring. So if I can get that, maybe do it on the weekend when Shell's here with me as well. Get that over to the bottom end of the boat, then clear all the boat, clear the kitchen if we can, and put that on there. I should then have enough room to start taking up the floor. We're getting rid of we've been talking about the log burner. We're going to get rid of it. I've completed the door to finish it off, so I'll be fetching that out, and then I don't know, we'll sell it on eBay or something, who knows. Yeah, so strip the kitchen out, start taking the floor out, and then start scraping all of this floor and seeing what the bricks are like. The surveyor, when he come, I didn't film it at the time, but he had this meter, which was really cool, but he said the floor was okay there, and then as he started to get further this way towards the bathroom, he said it was starting to show signs of being really damp, and I'm assuming that's because of the water that's been held in the bricks. The wall of chin, it hasn't grown yet, but they've been out there for a week now, I'd say, those bricks. We're going to need to jet wash them, but need to sort out a jet wash first. There's my little cubicle for the jet washing, as I've shown before. So yeah, the wall of chin will grow soon. I can start getting some of this up, and then it'll be like a real work site then. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how things are going anyway so far. So me being the forgetful person I am, I forgot my charger for my phone, and I'm on 13% and I need to keep it on for work, so I ain't going to be able to film it. But basically, here's my paint, nice and green. I'm going to give it a whirl, and then I'll report back to you just to let you know how it's gone. Everything's all dried out now with this red oxide. Pretty cool, good to go. God, this paint pongs. So hopefully all well, and I'll report back, and then the next time I do that half of the boat, I'll make sure that my camera's all charged up, ready to go. Okay, paint's in. It takes some work. It's quite sticky. I've got it all over my hands, and I'm not going to be filming this so much longer as well because of my phone battery. But yeah, it's on. I need to do a little bit there. Yeah, you have to keep looking over what you've done, because you definitely have to work it into some of the grooves and uneven parts of where you're painting. But it looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with it. So yeah, that's right. I'm gleaming with smiles right now, as you can tell. I've found a charger. I just remembered where I kept one, so I can calm down now. I haven't got to worry about rushing back. 2 in now. So I really like the paint, to be honest. It goes in quite well and it looks ace. It'd be cool to paint the rest of the boat this colour, to be honest. But yeah, racing green, it's in, it's working. I've been here, folks. The floor's done. The floor is done. It's painted racing green. I'm having to walk carefully on all of the struts, or whatever you call them. Take a photo there. The one piece of advice I can give if you're doing this job is, 1, get knee pads. 2, for the love of God, wear a dust mask, because it stinks in here now of paint, and yeah, the fumes are quite overwhelming, so I'm not going to stay here for long. But I just wanted to show you the finished jobby. I'll leave the windows open for ventilation, but yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I'm sure when I send this picture to Shell, she's going to be absolutely chuffed as well. She loves the colour, racing green, so she'll be chuffed when she sees this done. It's a nice moment to see something on the boat, well, complete. It's seemed to be stripping all this stuff out, and you know, on our way to getting stuff done, and we're not getting things complete. It's just we're constantly ripping stuff out. So to see something actually painted and finished is truly great. Honestly, I can't describe how I feel right now seeing all of this. It's quite nice, actually. It's a nice feeling. So once the Great Wall of Chin is jet washed, we can start putting these bricks back, and then getting some of these kitchen units that are in the other half of the boat over here, and before the floor goes down, I can start taking up that half and finish that half of the boat. Then yeah, we're truly on our way. Oh well, I've got to get out of here. The fumes the fumes are getting to me now. Obviously I can't pronounce it right. So that's my day in the cut complete. I've got to get back. I've got to see to the dogs. I don't like to leave them for too long. So I've got to see to the dogs and get back to work as well. And that's me signing out. Have a good day. Ta-ra for a bit.